Yes, people, welcome to the Manchester United big rebuild. This ain't just a short fix. This is a fix in a long-term project. Making sure this Man United team become the best in the world. Look at the players we've got, and obviously, this is themed under Michael Carrick, the manager of Man United, and potentially the long-term one, if he gets given this job on the permanent, as we need to keep them going with live points enabled. We want to be winning the Champions League with Manchester United here, not just today, but overall in a massive rebuild. It's going to take hours, episodes, everything. Third position should get us into the Champions League next year. There's Arsenal on top, Manchester City obviously in second, playing that cup and just winning it. So the rivals are doing well. Arsenal, we're still not guaranteed Champions League football. We've still got to get it cooking because we are going to be playing games here today with Bruno Fernandes, the best player, and Burmo, Cunha, Casemiro. De Ligt does have an injury. He's out for 3 weeks. Same as Leeds, he's always injured as the butcherer. I hope to get him fit at some point. Harry Maguire is suspended. He got a red card against Bournemouth in the last Prem game. Got to make a decision on Rashford, same as Onana, but that is an easy one because we've got Senny Lemons in goal. I'm going to try and find some face mods. We've got Shea Lacey down here, Fletcher, and actually the Fletcher twins, Matanto, or Mantato, I'm going to get his name right, who can potentially play a lot of youth players. I've got my Man United kit out. Maybe one point in this rebuild I'll show you who the name on the back is. But for now, we've got to get cooking. Michael Carrick has no European football. I do want to play today until the end of the season, securing Champions League spots. And then if we're good enough, we can actually stop doing that. I'm going to go with a high line, and we can play youth if we are guaranteed it. He has favoured Brian and Burmo up top. Šeško on off the bench, as I am going to go with that lineup. Bruno Fernandes, he can actually be a shadow striker because he's the cog in this United team. Obviously going to be the captain. Don't have many position swaps to make, but with how Ruben Amorim has the team, we actually do need to change it with Harry Maguire out of his contract. Malacia, Heaton and Casemiro. With him already announcing he is leaving, I'm not going to re-sign him. And instead I'm going to look to the youth, which Michael Carrick, well, I don't think he actually came from. I'm thinking of Scholze, but we are going to try and utilise this. We're going to try and get the new class of 2026 involved. First in England, the English scout looking for a centre mid, just like Michael Carrick. I'm going to buy a lot of coaches, and then I'm going to buy all 3 scouts. Staying in Europe with the Republic of Ireland, and then Northern Ireland. Yes, I'm sending them all to around England and countries that just did crash out of the World Cup qualifiers. But if you want to see any nation gone to, comment down below. I'll send a scout over there. And I want this to be organic. I'm going to get rid of the academy we already have. So we are getting a fresh start because the highest rated is only 62. He's called Fletcher himself. And we already do have our own Fletcher. As the next game up, we've got to play Leeds. Then Chelsea's going to be interesting. I think we play Liverpool. Not many games at all till we reach the end of the season. As the coach is in to help players grow. And now I'm going to go through, put everyone on a development plan to hopefully make this Man United team ready for the next season and the remainder of this. As the actual 2 weeks from the international break starting allowed some injuries to actually settle, as Michael Carrick leads out is under the lights Leeds clash team, which is as follows. I want to see this actually shown in the graphic. Man United, Sonny Lemons, Delo, we've gone with Leacher, Maguire still suspended, Mainu, Diallo actually in, Šeško on the bench, and Burmo up top. Not going to show you Leeds. Sorry Leeds fans if you're actually watching this video. We need to try and beat you. Nemecha, we need a good start. We need to get in the Champions League. And a very good rob from Kobe Mainu. We've got a few youth players on the bench just like him, because we obviously need to carry on that Man United tradition. Mainu around the corner. Mateus Cunha can't beat Joe Rodon. But Kobe Mainu wins the ball back again. Amorim actually throws him out. He's got to prove himself again. Edge of the box this. Casemiro, the box crasher. Not a bad start, and it's going to be a windy one, but he is going to get the cross in here. Casemiro with the header from a Bruno corner. Just like what happens in real life. And yes, we are a bit late into this first half. Nothing really happening just yet. Potentially could try a short corner next time. Delo picks up on the ball. Shaw needs a passing option through the middle. Good passing. Cunha probably should have shot himself. We're not going to be clear in this game, so we definitely need to take our chances. Here come Leeds United with a ball into the middle. Lucas Nemecha hammers home. Sonny Lemons' first test on goal goes in the back of the net for Leeds United. Terrible marking, or actually not terrible marking, it's just that the ball goes absolutely nowhere. Delo. I know how some Man United fans feel about that, man. Not much to shout about first half, apart from the fact we're 1-0 down. Needing to up our game, we know Bruno's got the playstyle plus of Energy Bunny, so I'm going to hopefully keep him on the field a long time. Mateus Cunha into Bruno here. His close control not good enough, but we are still going to keep this ball. Into Kobe Mainu, around the corner, and Burmo. If Šeško isn't ready, he needs to get his bib off. I think that's the change I'm going to make. Kobe Mainu. Spurs out here making free agent signings. That's a big shot from Bruno Fernandes. We're on top. And I said a short corner, but now Šeško's on the field. We have just got to cross this ball. It was a decent corner back in the danger area. Casemiro. Šeško on the edge. Gets his shot off again at the goal. Perry's playing very decently. Lenny Yoro comes short from it. Never going to go short again, I don't think, with that terrible pass from Lenny. But the ball is whacked. Leeds United have been dominated. Still, they hold the lead here. Lenny Yoro across. That is a brilliant ball for Mateus Cunha on the angle. And on the hour mark, he should be doing his little surfer celebration. But Mateus Cunha is the first goal scorer here for Manchester United in this Manchester United rebuild. Great stuff, as I've actually changed him around. He's now on the right, keeping Leeds United guessing. Mason Mount comes onto the left. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets his shot off. And here goes Money Mace. He's got the fitness and he's got the ball to push in front of him. Benjamin Šeško was kind of free, but I am going to wait for Mateus Cunha. He's on the edge of the box. I thought he'd hit that with more power. Edge of the seat stuff here. We've actually put Patrick Dorgu on as well. It's the last couple of minutes of this game. Should have a lot of added time. Roll it out. Lenny Yoro. We need to get forward. Mateus Cunha. That was supposed to be a back heel for quickness, but we are going to keep quickening this up. And Šeško, he waits for Mateus Cunha. If he could get a brace here, drilling it through the goalkeeper's legs, beating his Brazilian teammate, and surely this first game of our reign couldn't go any better. It's a brilliant through ball from Šeško, and in the vital last minutes against Leeds United, to be 2-1 up. Let's hope every single game's like that. Oh my days. Fergie time for Michael Carrick celebrating in the middle of Old Trafford. What a win. What a win. As the next game up is Chelsea. And I kind of do want to play Liverpool instead, so I am going to sim this fixture with a few position swaps to make, like Fletcher. He goes out wide. The other Fletcher goes out wide. I didn't want them competing, but I definitely didn't want them centrally, as potentially that's where we sign next year. We've got Mainu, we've got Casemiro leaving, and Cunha now as a left mid. I think I'm going to play him on the left, like Carrick is doing. Ooh, and I'm going to go without Šeško. I think he comes off the bench to be good. And it's a 1-0 win. Brian Mbeumo. That knocks Chelsea down. Brentford above them. Everton above them. 11 points clear in the Champions League. But until it's over, it's not over. We're playing Liverpool after the Bees themselves, as Fletcher out injured. Fortunately enough for us, in our team selection, he won't play. He is out for 3 weeks. And he did ask to play alongside his twin brother, but I just can't give them the game time. However, one thing I can give is Harry Maguire a new contract. Only a 1-year deal, my shoe, because I know how old he's getting, but he needs to be here next season and not leaving on a free, as he's the only change. Our fullbacks looking kind of weak. 4 goals. Bruno, Cunha, Mainu, and Cunha again. Okay, we're getting the best out of this man. Playing him on the left-hand side. I am going to check his stats soon, but before that, we have got to play Liverpool. Have to try something new against these. So Šeško in from the start, as his manager of the month is Carrick. Very good start to this rebuild. I mean, he deserves it. Don't get how this isn't a minor kit clash, but we'll just go with it. We've got the stronger red. We need to be the stronger red men. Salah in his retirement tour. I only joke because it looks like he potentially is leaving. Isak already back from his injury. And this is even with the life points on, so I don't actually get that. With Curtis Jones in the middle, we're trying to block the shot off. And Salah's trying to get his shot off as well. Dodgy beginnings, but we do get the ball away from them. And we are at home, so Liverpool struggling a bit this season. This win should surely guarantee us Champions League football, if not already. Bruno goes from range, thinking he can catch the goalkeeper off, but Kobe Mainu Around the corner into Mbermo. Mbermo hits Bruno again. Bruno needs to look for a little bit of space. Gets the run around from Mbermo. There we go. I should have not gone low. All the rhyme in there, because I think I should have crossed it to potentially get a handball. It's going to be hard to break this team down. Yes, they're struggling a little bit, but we're not the finished package yet. Third position, not good enough for Manchester United. In the size of the club and the stature, that's going to be a foul. Or not. They're going to play on. And Mohamed Salah is going to get his shot off. Just like Leeds. Before half-time seems to be our weakness. Got to be better in this second half. Mohamed Salah. Of course it is. As long as he doesn't get a hat-trick. Again at Old Trafford. I'll be slightly happy with Cunha. Running through. Needs a pass into Kobe Mainu. Finally breaks through the lines. Casemiro can shoot. I wanted to shoot, but we just can't get through. Gravenberg and Curtis Jones are dominating this game. I'm throwing subs on now. I think we need to defend low a little bit, so Ahmad's on. More defensively minded than Mbermo has catched that Lamens. We need to catch these on a counter. We need to go quickly. Licha, he gets the ball into Bruno Fernandes. Of course he squeezes it through that gap. Ahmad on the wrong side of the field. He needs a run on here. Not fresh-legged enough to look forward, but we get around. Mateus Cunha, Benjamin Šeško, return it. Šeško on the counter-attack. We've done Liverpool. Just like that, his 10th goal of the season. Šeško loves it under Michael Carrick. Might not start every single game, and might actually come off here, as we need to catch them off the guard, and he is a little bit tired, same as Casemiro. To go fully for this now, need to keep that press on. Lovely press, and Mateus Cunha, you see that green space in front of you to run into. Frimpong tried to get the tackle, didn't get the tackle, quick footwork. Agate's just come off the bench. Could have had an assist. Didn't seem to really take his time with it. Delo had to time that perfectly, and for once he did. Keep this pressure on, though. I don't want a 1-1 draw with Liverpool, though it might kill them off for the Champions League. What a save, Lamens! What a save as they'll throw everything at it. They need this win to get in the Champions League. What a clearance. Salah coming off. Typical Arnie slot, taking their goal scorer off. And their best player as Bruno run at, I believe that's Milos Kerkez, as he bends the ball around. Mateus Cunha, he's hit the post! Mateus Cunha with the chance to do something special, but he just misses out on doing so. Still, the special thing should be Champions League football for Manchester United again. We are 10 points clear, meaning we are getting into it now. Guaranteed, as I don't know why he's not the highest paid player when it says in real life he is one of them. Casemiro, he is running out of his deal, and I think I'll give him a decent farewell. But I aren't going to play him in the build-up to the last game, because I know he's not going to be here long-term. And one player I do think will be, and one player I want to get playing, is Shea Lacey, the youth player, the one I've chosen as the special one. Then again, we might have more special players in our youth academy now. The reports are in. Yes, I've got loads of different player pictures, because Charles Monk isn't going to look like that. I've tried to put a face mod on him, and I will try for the future, but once they do join Manchester United, in the first team I will change it, as this is the first time ever, or the first time in a long while, I think ever in this FC26 season, I found 67 ratings in the academy, and no, I'm not going to make the joke, we've got Liam Duggan of Northern Ireland, and Jack Hogan of the Republic of Ireland. I'm sorry, but I am promoting them immediately, getting them in United kits, and getting them out next season as Jack Hogan. Very excited to be part of this project. He's one that could be special, but Mateus Cunha keeping him out of this team, and Brobby keeping us out of getting the 3 points. 87th minute goal. Reminiscent of Derby Day, but then a 3-1 win against Nottingham Forest, with Mateus Cunha just something special. Now, I am going to play this final game against Brighton. I'm going to switch the team up, but before that, I'm going to do a season review. As next season, I haven't said it already, we should be signing loads of players. We should be getting new kits. We should be seeing a Champions League push. I'm praying for that anyway, as since we've come in as manager, not overall, but Mateus Cunha's got 14 goals. Brilliant stuff. Or actually, no, I think that is between us coming in as manager and everything, as Benjamin Šeško's got 11, Mbuemo with 10, Bruno Fernandes up there on the clean sheets with Casemiro going down, so yes, he's not going to get that new deal, but he is going to play in this final game, as it pains me to say it, but congratulations to Arsenal. It looks like they will win the league, although City I've got few games to play. They shouldn't be bottling it. Questions if they do, as the FA Cup, they get their revenge for the Community Shield. We obviously already know the result of that one. We want to be above them clubs, as it's Paris versus Bayern in the final. It was Atleti getting through. Arsenal getting knocked out. Barcelona knocked out very early, as there's the top goal scorers. Cunha snuck on there. And we already know the top assister. Of course, it's our man, Bruno Fernandes. With no clean sheet holder, however. Sene Lemons has got a long way to go. I do trust him. As you can see, I've changed some of the pictures, like Alisson, for example. Yeah, he's down there as Sene Lemons, but I think that's off the first half of the season. A lot of games and a lot of minutes, as I have changed this slightly up. Not too much for the final game, but Hogan is in. Heaton and Casemiro to show they mean business. He was nervous about his debut. He does come away from home, and I just spoke to him. I tried to encourage him in the unexpected event. He needs to be up for this one. 2 farewells in Casemiro and Tom Heaton with De Ligt. I want to watch him because I do know we've got a lot of young players up and coming in the centre-back position, as our Northern Irish lad Dugan didn't actually make the bench or the first team. I think he goes straight out on loan. However, Hogan, with Cunha so good, could potentially build himself up to be the backup if he's good enough in pre-season next year. Fernandes not getting the shot off as that shadow striker. I expect him to get a few more goals next season as Šeško. Is this Hogan with the yellow boots? Oh, he should have had a debut goal. Imagine the scenes. He would have been the chosen one if he did bury that. There's plenty of time left. Actually, this game's ticking along quite nicely, and that's going to be a free kick. I don't think he takes free kicks, the youngster. No, I've got to give it to Bruno, obviously. Bruno Fernandes, if he does score this, it's a little bit far out. Trying to catch Verbruggen out and win that header, Martinez. He does for a small lad, and then Hogan. He's small as well. 5'5", I believe I read. But he's going to try and take on the right back, Kadioglu. But he just passes it in nicely. That is brilliant build-up play. Bruno tries to go low. Through bodies, could be the last attack towards the back post, and is. Come on, just let us go out with a bit of positivity. Bruno Fernandes into Benjamin Šeško, as I expect Bruno to be in the team of the season at the end of the year. We'll check next episode. Hopefully he is. But there goes Hogan again. He's trying to get this goal. Maybe it's something to do with our left-hand side. Mateus Cunha scoring a lot from there. It just seems to be working for United. As Luke Shaw is experienced behind him. That's a nice little pass into Hogan. Maybe an assist, because Šeško, with all the time in the world to net in front of the United fans. Hogan with the debut assist. You cannot help but love to see that. Kadioglu. The pass off to Jorginho. Ruter tries to get away from us a little bit. Round the corner into De Kuipje. Right, Brighton are coming out of their shell. They don't want to end the season badly at home. It's kind of putting me off making some changes, because I do want to win this game, as we need to go on in the future with a win. But they have gone very attacking. If Mbeumo switches this to the other side, it could still be a debut goal for Hogan. Oh no, but we're still going to make some changes. They're going to do the same. Ex-United player comes on in Danny Welbeck, but for us, Chido Obi, also Aiden Heaven. I've took the risk with the defenders, taking De Ligt off, because yes, he's high rated, but he doesn't have great energy, as we need to get the passes through here. If he's offside, that's bad. Come on, Chido, you know your line, and I would love for him to score, if not Hogan, which he should have done. Be disappointed despite the potential assist, winning game assist, or I don't know how I've actually said that, but I'm trying to concentrate right here because De Kuipje is coming forward. Batoma, don't edge that on the box. Get the tackle in low. And let's attack Chido Obi. It's our youngsters left forward again. It is a 3-on-1. Hogan. It looks like he won't get a goal. He tries to swing the ball in for another assist. Yet he doesn't actually get it off. But we are nearing the end of the game. And he's got another run on. Third time lucky for Hogan. He's charging in on goal. Has Chido Obi in support. But he goes alone. Jack Hogan we've promoted in episode 1. And he scores in episode 1. Look at the scenes. The United players know this kid is something special. And it is a win to end season 1.